Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Top Gun Maverick is the #1 movie in the world.
Damn right.
It's an absolute blast from start to finish, and one of the greatest movies ever made.
Having any fun yet?
Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick, rated PG-13.
Hey, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to Season 15, episode number 3360. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. And you are in the Men's Room. On tap today, Ryan Castle joins us from his basement studio dungeon, and once again, we will sit and spin now. Today, 10 bands renamed by Vince Neil. We will play Profile This, plus headlines, Men's Room Shout of the Day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Clack, clack. Drinking and drunk.
All right, here we go. 2 passengers booted out of first-class flight when one tries to hide under the first-class seat. After a powerful earthquake in Turkey, a toddler is found alive after curling up in a dishwasher, which is pretty neat. She was in there for about 5 days.
Jeez.
A giant boa constrictor is crawling around neighborhood after leaving its shedded skin. Southwest passenger told to cover up after wearing top where everyone's heads did spin. Did you see that?
I did not.
You did not?
No.
You need to see that.
Okay.
You need to see that. And your happy story for the day, fire rescue crews rescue kitten stuck in a car engine. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, we're all familiar with the word trouble, but trouble is defined as, quote, anything that causes difficulty, worry, and inconvenience or prevents you from doing something. In other words, trouble sucks, and it comes in many different forms. For example, a 15-year-old here in King County, well, he stole his parents' minivan, ended up in a short police chase, and I say short because, well, he crashed it into a utility pole, knocking out power to a neighborhood. Well, the kid was not injured. That's the good news. But the bad news for this kid, yeah, his mom came to pick his ass up and take him back home. And now we know for a fact he is in trouble. He's in the kind of trouble that his friends call it trouble.
And she doesn't have a minivan anymore.
Correct. So he's in a lot of trouble. So there's that kind of trouble. Then there's the kind of trouble you get into, say, when your significant other finds out that you've been lying. No, not cheating. And this, good. Okay. In this case, a woman in India, she got married to a guy a few weeks ago. And the next day, he revealed that he's bald and that he'd been wearing a hairpiece. Well, now she's filed a legal complaint against him alleging fraud. And the police are looking into it. Now he's in trouble. So there's that kind of trouble. Then there's the kind of trouble that 2 kayakers in California found themselves in yesterday when a humpback whale smashed their boat out of the water when it breached. Now, both women survived, but they saw the whale coming, and they knew they were in trouble. So, like I said, trouble comes in many forms: legal, medical, financial, relationships, employment, imminent danger, academic, you name it. If you can do it, there's a way to be in trouble. And that's what we want to talk about today. It doesn't matter how it happened, where it happened, or when it happened. But today's question, what was the moment you said, uh-oh, I'm in trouble?
Be part of the Big Show. Call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Everyone is talking about Top Gun Maverick, and it's now the #1 movie in the world.
Outstanding.
It will leave you cheering. Yes! And is the ultimate summer movie experience.
Damn right.
Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick, rated PG-13.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW.
All the tolls and away we go. Welcome to season 15, episode number 3,360. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. That is a fact, man. Especially with what we have on tap for you today with Sit and Spin. Now, truth be told, Ryan Castle will join us from his basement studio type dungeon. Okay, Ryan has an idea of what we are doing today, but we are going to put Ryan in kind of quiz mode, I guess is the best way to say it.
Yeah, normally he brings us a list and we kind of guess the theme, but I guess today we will play songs to him and he will, based on the theme that we've developed, see if he can guess the correct answer.
Right. We're not going to give away the theme. That way you can play along at home too. But if you can figure it out, once again, we will have Sit and Spin with 10 bands that have been renamed after the one and only Vince Neil, who is also the lead singer of Motley Crue.
Correct.
So if Vince had the power to take any of these bands
and name them
something that Vince would like, then Vince would name the bands these names.
And we're going to ask Ryan Castle, because we'll play the song. He'll know the band, but then can you guess what Vince Neil would have named
the band instead of what the band is named? I know that sounds a little bit strange, but I think you'll catch on when we do Sit and Spin. It's going to be a good one. We've been working on this one for about a week. We honestly think that we could do this category of Sit and Spin for the rest of the year.
Yeah, honest to God.
It is that strong. We have enough material.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? To at least do this 4 or 5 more times. Easy.
We have current and former employees that have been helping us put this together. I mean, this is the honest to God truth, man. I mean, everyone that is aware of the idea has contributed, and they contribute quality stuff.
So we hope that this does not fail based on the fact that all of us are very excited about this one. We really think that we got a good one
I'm
today.
predicting even more suggestions from the listeners.
I hope so.
Okay.
And all of them will be taken under advisement.
Yeah, and we could do an entire list of listener submissions on this very topic. So please just understand, we're very excited. And not that we're not normally excited about Sit and Spin.
Yeah, I mean, come
on. But to pop it on Ryan Castle, to make him try to figure it out, this is going to be a winner, we guarantee it. So nothing more. Stay tuned for Sit and Spin. I guarantee you that this will make it to the end of the year repeat. This will be one of the best things we've done all year. You know what I'm saying? So that's very exciting. And our question today, what was the moment you said,
never
I'm in
too
trouble.
late to put out quality. That's what we
really
say.
Isn't, you know what I
now
mean?
that it's November, the year's almost over. Let's do something good.
Hellish years and everything else. And there's nothing wrong with, what's that?
A lot of good teams do their best in the fourth quarter.
You know what? That's true. That's true.
We're not going to Falcons this thing.
No.
We got it. We got it for the end of the year.
I feel like you just jinxed us now.
No, I did not.
This segment's going to fall flat.
No, it's not.
You're right. It can't miss.
No,
it's 28-3. They can't screw this up.
We've never fumbled the ball in the fourth quarter and given it away before.
We might.
Yeah, but Yeah. Today, our question, we're going to talk about getting in trouble. There's nothing worse than getting in trouble when you are a kid, simply because you know that there are an awful lot of different scenarios as far as who you might be in trouble with, depending on the scenario.
Sure.
And that changes things a lot. If you get in trouble at school, you're going to be in trouble with the teacher. Teacher's not going to be happy with you. By the time you get to the principal's office, the principal, once he finds out, oh my goodness, this is not in your character. What are you doing? Who are? And then they're going to be disappointed in you. And then the phone call is going to be made to your parents. Your mom gets the phone call first, or your dad gets the phone call first, vice versa. Either way, then they call each other. Now the parents are mad at you. Then you get
my daughter
home.
went to this, and it turns out she didn't do anything. But, they're doing the, online learning now. So she's at home, and wife gets an email from the teacher that my daughter had done something untowardly. And now I'm getting a call at work, which is always like the ultimate no-no. Like, don't ever F up so bad that your mom needs to call my ass at work. But seemingly, she had messed up that bad, and now I'm pissed off, wife's pissed off, the daughter's a blubbering mess, the teacher's annoyed.
Well, the kid's a blubbering mess because it's almost like when you're about ready to get into a fight after school. You know that guy's going to be waiting for you. You don't want to get into a fight. You're scared about it all day long. You don't know the ramifications of what you're going to get. And the thing with being in trouble is until you know the punishment, you are terrified of what it could possibly be.
Well, in the end, and again, I felt bad because my daughter, she's a blubbering mess, and this goes on for like an hour, and then we get to the bottom of what the situation is. And it's like, hey, put the daughter on the phone. It's like, Daddy doesn't care. You're fine. Listen, your teacher's upset. Don't sweat it. It's all good. It's all good. Just don't do that one thing again.
It is funny if you want to.
It's very funny. Look.
It's funny, Steve.
They were doing some kind of book report, all right? And again, because it's online learning, she's communicating they broke off in groups of 4. So she's talking to the 3 other girls that are doing whatever this book is. All I know is that in this book, there's a protagonist, there's an antagonist, and the protagonist also has a dog. All right, my daughter loves animals, has a dog and all this kind of thing. So I guess at some point in the story, the bad guy kidnaps or does something to the dog, all right, something that's not positive. And these girls are discussing it, and I guess my daughter, they were saying, what would you do if you were in this situation? If you saw the antagonist.
If he was messing with his dog.
Right, whatever it is. What would you do? And all the girls had a different thing, and my daughter said, I'd kick him in the nuts. And the thing is, I didn't disagree with that.
I thought that was a great answer.
Yeah. So,
but also, was your daughter doing a book report on John Wick?
Yeah. Right, exactly.
But she knew enough that if this guy was hurting this animal, that one way that she could,
but that was
intervene.
Right. She wasn't being funny. So, but she's blubbering. And it's like, look, man, you're not in trouble. I know the teacher was unhappy. It's fine. Just understand. Just use different language. But as far as what you would choose to do to rectify that problem, as it is in the book, your dad's got no problem with that. Your mom has a problem. Now, she does not know that me and her mom were dying of laughter when we found out what she said. But it's like, hey, seriously, man, I could not stop laughing. But I'm like, all right, you can't use that with the teacher, but it's fine. And frankly, if you see someone messing with our dog, take him in the nuts. There's nothing wrong with this answer.
It was nothing like the last time that my daughter really got in trouble, where I was just like, there's been a couple times, and it's situational.
Sure.
You know what I mean? She, at one point in time, and I've told this story before, she was in high school, and she picked me up from someplace. I don't know what the deal was. I was in her car. She picked me up. I sit in the passenger seat. This is a car that she bought with her own money that she worked for. I pay the insurance on the car and all that stuff. And I told her, if you work, and she did. She busted her ass, and she bought a $2,000 car.
Then she worked 3 jobs or something?
She worked 3 jobs. She busted her ass. This is what she wanted. She wanted her freedom. She wanted to be able to drive. I laid down the law on a bunch of things that I told her were very important to me. In other words, I will come pick you up. I will get you an Uber. You will keep this car at the party you're at. You will not drive drunk. You will not do any of these things. I still remember high school. I don't know what level it is at right now, but I do know what kids do. So if you're anything like me and my friends, these are the rules. We used to have houses we could go to and stay the night where the parents wouldn't mind if we had a few beers or whatever the deal was. Yeah. We had all kinds of rules. But the deal was you weren't leaving.
Sure.
And the deal was at those homes you weren't leaving. Mom took the keys. You're staying the night. You guys can have some beers. Stay downstairs, watch TV, crash down there. I'll make you breakfast in the morning.
Basement.
Yeah. And that was basically
the best place for kids.
The way it was understood. So we're getting close to my house, and the light turns suddenly yellow. My daughter slams on the brakes, you know what I mean? And out from underneath the seat rolls a Coca-Cola bottle. Mm-hmm. All right? Now, the Coca-Cola bottle has a clear liquid in it. Now, I don't know what you know about Coca-Cola, but it isn't clear. So I look at this bottle as it rolls underneath my feet, and I realize that there is also no fizz.
Right.
In this
in this soda?
In this soda. So I look down, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, my God. And she looks over at me, and I pick it up, and she's like, that's not mine, that's my friend's.
Of course, because that is the proper, whether you're telling the truth or not, that's the answer we expect.
And I opened the cap. I smelled it. It smelled like vodka. So I took a big swig of it, swallowed it to make sure it was vodka.
Dad, that was hand sanitizer.
It was. I rolled down the window. I reached out the window, and I poured this bottle of Coca-Cola vodka out. Right?
Did that hurt a little bit?
It did, but it was the right thing.
I know it's the right thing to do, but I'm just saying, as an adult, we both like to drink.
Also wasn't the best vodka.
I was going to say, I bet that vodka was terrible.
It was plastic-handled potato vodka.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I pour it out, and then I get incensed. Because I am fuming at the fact that not only is there alcohol in this car.
Right.
Which is the no-no. That was number one. That was my number one rule. No alcohol in the car. I don't care if you're 85 years old and you're my mother. I'm making the rule, no alcohol in the car.
Sure.
Mom. You know what I mean? No, ever, for whatever reason. Unless you're bringing alcohol back from a store.
But not opened alcohol.
Opened
right.
alcohol in a car, period. That is a definitive no-no. And then I start to get pissed. I'm like, hey, man, what kind of jackass puts clear liquid in a Coke bottle?
Right.
And now I am screaming at her like, look, man, you can be a debaucherist. You can be a jackass. You can do all these things, but please use your goddamn brain. A Canada Dry bottle, a Sprite bottle, a Dasani bottle. You put clear liquid in this. This is like, I am so pissed off at this level of stupidity based on the fact that this is an obvious dumb move.
Did you give her the breakdown? You want to put whiskey in an iced tea bottle. You want to put vodka in a Sprite bottle.
This is colors. These are just colors. This is first grade stuff. This is kindergarten stuff.
You're not even good at breaking the rules.
This is unbelievable to me. Like how dumb this is. Like it's dumb on so many levels. And I'm not even pissed off about the fact you have alcohol in the car. I'm pissed off about your level of just stupidity.
Right.
You know, like how dumb are you? Like if you're going to be a debaucherist, be a smart debaucherist.
That's all. The more you know.
Don't be a dumbass. You know what I mean? And I was just like, this is not my kid. You know what I mean? Like, I would never, ever, ever do anything that stupid. Whiskey in a Coke bottle? Sure.
Iced tea, bro. Telling you,
whatever.
Just based on color.
Look, man, I mean, even if you were think about it this way. If you could take a drink on a plane, you know what I mean? Like, all right, well, you know the color coordination stuff. If you got a bottle of something, you know what I mean? And you put a mini in it in the airport. You know damn well that you better at least make it look realistic.
Yeah.
So
that's the whole game. It's like wearing camouflage.
Right.
There's a reason you wear camouflage, so that people don't notice.
And then she crashed.
Or it's like tailgating. There's a reason you put it in a red cup.
They know it's in a red cup.
All the cops there know you guys are drinking alcohol. We know it's not legal on a college campus.
Yeah.
Put it in a red cup.
Then she actually did get in a wreck with her friend at one point in time, lied to the cops. That one was the one that just really, really pissed me off.
Well, I mean, look, everybody lies to cops. Everybody.
But she got away with it. That's problem.
What you're mad about.
So that's what you're mad about.
That's why you lie to cops.
Right.
Maybe you get away with it.
Because
I'm not going to tell them there's a body in my trunk.
Now she thinks she can lie to cops and get away with it.
Everybody lies to cops.
I know that, but not my kid.
Even your kid lies to cops. She got lucky.
You lied to cops?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't. Look, you try to do better for your kids than you.
I
know.
know.
What I'm saying? Like,
but they're still going to lie to cops.
Right.
But they pull your ass over in a vehicle like, do you know how fast you were going? Obviously, I know how fast I was going, but my answer to you is no.
Yeah.
You say, do you know why I pulled you over? I know why you pulled me over. I'm going 120 miles an hour. But my response to you is no. Is there anything in the car I should know about? Hell no. Yes, of course there is.
Yeah.
I probably got drugs on me.
You should know about.
But if you ask me, no.
Right.
I would be upset if you were honest. Even the cops tell you, man, if I roll up and I say, do you know how fast you were going? And you say, I was going 90 miles an hour. And they're like, dude, I was going to give you a ticket for 75, but you just told me. Seriously, I mean, the cops even say, like, I don't feel like doing this, but if you're dumb enough to be honest with me, which they don't expect, they expect you to lie to them when they roll up to your car, right?
Yeah.
Have you guys been smoking marijuana? Obviously, you've been smoking marijuana in the car where there's smoke, but no.
Okay, I should also say that this is her stepfather's car. He just got this car. It was a nice car, and she totaled it.
Oh, that's all right then.
Well, you know what? He took it a lot better than I did. Right. I mean, to be honest with you, he had a lot more patience than any step-parent I've ever been associated with as far as the whole deal. I don't know how pissed off he was, but I mean, I was fuming, and it didn't seem like he was as mad as I was.
Were you mad that you got in an accident? You mad that you lied to the cops?
Both.
Come on.
I mean, the accident. I'm not mad about the accident. I'm mad about the situation.
Don't lie in court, but you can lie to the cops. That's your first line of defense. And again, do you know I told you? Sure don't. Mm-hmm. Did you notice blah, blah, blah? I sure didn't. You know, I mean, like you see where the cop stands on
no matter what I say to her at the end, she's got the smirk on her face because she knows she lied to the cops and got away with it.
Yeah.
Because to her, that's all that matters at this point.
That's why we lie to the cops.
I know
we
that.
hope to get away with it. It's when they keep pressing for things that you start getting nervous. But if they're like, okay, have a nice day. You never say, hey, officer, listen, man, before you get back in your car, I'm going to be honest with you. There's an empty vodka bottle in the back seat, and there's a puppy in the trunk. Like, if they don't ask, you don't tell, and when they do ask, you lie.
Oh, yeah. When we were tailgating in Tennessee, we're at this famous restaurant on the Tennessee River, Calhoun's.
All right.
Right? You could pay $20, probably $40. You get a parking spot. Now, we got there super early. So we set up our tailgate in the spot next to us. And I remember the state trooper walks by, and he's nodding at us. And he goes, "You boys paid for both spots, right?"
Yeah, they're telling you.
Yep.
I don't
Right? He's
care.
like, I don't want to deal with you idiots.
But if you tell me the truth, I have to deal with it. So as long as it's something small, like, of course we did. Yeah.
But then I started learning the game a little bit better as a parent. You know, you kind of
Also, by the way, I don't think the stepdad, because he's a stepdad, he can only get so mad.
I think so. But he was actually very decent to her. Another time where you just learn things after the fact, okay? She knew damn well that I was going out of town for a weekend. I was taking a 3 or 4 day weekend. I think I was going down to play golf in California. It was in the middle.
You were going to go play golf?
Yeah, in the middle of the winter.
How old is the kid at this
point? We get some
point?
guaranteed time off, 17, 18
Right.
at the
If
time.
you have a kid that's 16 to 21, they know when you're leaving town.
And you know what's going to happen.
They know your flight plans.
She called me. She called me and she said, "Dad, can I come down tonight?" And I was like, "Honey," I was like, it was next night. I was like, "You know, I'm flying out of town tomorrow, and then I won't be back until Sunday." "Oh, no, really? We can't hang out?" No. I mean, I'll be back on Sunday.
She's high-fiving her friends
about
quietly.
midnight, you know what I mean? And she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, what time do you come back Sunday?" I'm like, "I don't know, 1 noon, somewhere in there." You know what I mean? "Well, okay, well, Daddy, have fun. I love you. Goodbye." "I love you too, honey." Then I come back Sunday afternoon. Place is immaculate. All right. There's a joint in my plant on my coffee table that's been put out in the plant. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and you know me, man. I get an ashtray, right? You know what I mean? And I have an ashtray that I use to smoke joints. So I knew damn well that it wasn't me. And then I realized what's going on. I look, and I have a very certain way that I make the bed. So even when I like make my kid's bed, like I tuck it a certain way and all that stuff, all I had to do was check the corner of the bed real quick, and I went, "You sons of bitches." And my bed was the same way. I'm like, all right, who slept in my bed? Now I'm like, like looking for porridge and stuff.
Right.
And then I realized that there has been an event that has been thrown down to my place. Okay. But
It was a good time, though.
But
Me and Ted had a blast.
Phil and I crashed in your bed, dog.
all things considered, as I looked around and saw the job that she did in covering everything up in the way that she left the place, no harm, no foul.
Listen.
Dude, I got caught the same way. My mom was gone. She came home, and she was just like, "It's too clean." Like, what do you mean? Like, every window's open. There's candles burning. To this day, I haven't cleaned a place this good.
Right.
She's like, "It's too clean. I know you had people over."
Right, exactly. What was the moment you said, "Uh-oh, I'm in trouble"? 206-421-ROCK. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Top Gun Maverick is the #1 movie in the world.
Damn right.
It's an absolute blast from start to finish, and one of the greatest movies ever made.
Having any fun yet?
Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick, rated PG-13.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
The Men's Room is in progress. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
We are doing it live. Live Day is back. Pajola's Tuesday, November the 10th. Join BJ and Miggs in the Men's Room as we do the entire show completely live. Everything from the commercials to the music you hear, even the music in the back of the commercial.
Like right now.
These sound effects. Every single thing is live all day long. It's going to be an incredible show. We want you to join us for the KISW Live Day Halftime Zoom Room.
Zoom Room!
We're doing a little private pre-party, so to speak. BJ and Miggs will be doing theirs after the show. Limited number of tickets available, and the tickets portion of the proceeds go to charity. So it is a great deal. Coats for Kids with the Washington State Council of Firefighters, Operation Warm. Those guys do a ton of good, and so the purchase of those tickets, portion of that goes to them. So we'll have about 50 people in each Live Day Halftime Zoom Room.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
For a little private conversation. Ask us anything you want. Completely unfiltered. We're going to have a little pre-funk before we get into Live Day. Live Day, by the way, is brought to you by The Advocates. All the tickets and ticket information at KISW.com. On a question, what was the moment that you said, uh-oh, I am in trouble? 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Lisa. Welcome to the bedroom.
Hola.
So, basically, what did I do to get in trouble?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I used to be a valet driver. It was super fun, got to drive all sorts of kinds of cars. We're not supposed to have our phones on us, conveniently, but it was late, my phone was dying, and I just needed to charge it so that it didn't die completely. I know it sounds like at the time it sounded right, but I know it was stupid. I accidentally left it charging in the car when I dropped the car back off to the guy.
Okay.
And I also kept his key fob to his brand new Subaru. So not only did I had to apologize to this guy, this nice guy. He was a regular customer person, like not customer, but like valet person.
Okay.
Because my phone was in the car. He didn't notice it, but when he came back to get the key fob, that's when I had to go ask him for it.
Was that a big deal? Did you get in trouble for that?
Luckily, I had to tell my supervisor because I didn't think I was going to be able to get my phone back. But turns out that she would have never found out had I not told her.
Yeah, I don't think it's the worst offense in the world. I mean, mistakes
But also,
happen.
you go to the boss last.
Yeah.
If you think you're going to get in trouble, like, all right, man, let me exhaust everything else. And it could be cops, it could be the boss, it could be your parents. Most of you try to exhaust every avenue, right?
Sure.
To lower the blow, but like, don't volunteer information to them.
No. You don't want to give. And look, I'm guilty of this as of today. I messed up today. I admit it. I know what I did wrong, and now we're in trouble for it. And we got to figure out a way to fix this problem. So we had, we are the only people currently working in the building. BJ and Miggs come in the morning. The morning show at the Wolf occasionally comes in the morning. But for the most part, this is an empty building.
Yeah.
There's nobody in here. So a few weeks back, we decided to jump in with BJ and Miggs and help out for Kicks for Kids.
Right.
Because we wanted to help raise some money. They challenged us. We're like, all right, we'll take that challenge on. You know what I mean? We'll try to raise some money. We come up with the idea. We're going to throw pies in each other's face.
Sure.
Okay? Well, the first one was a miss. And if you watch the live Facebook videos, you've known for over a month that this huge stain is on the back of the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So we have a meeting this morning with the Sauce Man. All right?
Sauce Man.
We have a Zoom meeting. Of course, we can't figure out Zoom. We have to use FaceTime. So immediately he's pissed off, right? But the way
Miles, my phone can't Zoom. He's like, your phone can Zoom.
I'm like, I
need a code to get. He's like, you don't need a code.
I can't figure out how to Zoom it. Yeah, so immediately we're idiots, right? I set the camera up, all right, where we sit so we could have this meeting. Now, this camera faces the wall that Steve splattered with all the whipped cream.
Right.
Okay, we tried our best to clean it up at the time. Obviously, we didn't do the best job of cleaning it up. All right? So, Sauce Man sees this, and he looks at it, and he goes, what the hell's on the wall? And I'm like,
and then he gives you the pause so that you can put yourself there.
That's whipped cream. How did whipped cream get all over, by the way, a brand new studio?
Yes. Emphasize.
This is a brand new studio, right? Well, Steve threw a pie in his face for charity, and the whipped cream went all over the back of the wall.
And I did drop charity in there.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to soften the blow.
Charity.
He said,
and by the way,
charity doesn't have anything to do with that.
After we realized our first mistake, when Ted and I had a chance to do it, and Mike, we went over to the wall where the glass is.
Right.
So we would not replicate this. But either way, all he sees, because of the way that I have aimed this camera, is he hasn't seen the whipped cream on the ceiling yet.
No.
He'd
have been really mad if he saw that.
Almighty. Yeah. All he saw was the stain on the wall. So for 10 minutes, we're getting it this morning because he's right. We need to clean up the wall.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is, and I'm being dead serious about this, and anybody who understands this will attest to this. Mm-hmm. Our company is a very environmentally conscious company. We are a very green company as far as the amount of paper we use, as far as the cleaning products we use in here.
The lights on or off.
Every single thing is built around the fact that we are as green as humanly possible for a radio station.
Sure.
Right? Well, that takes into account the cleaners we use. Now, I don't know what you know about that green stuff.
Oh, the organic cleaner?
Yeah, the organic.
Right.
And it's not that it's not great for the environment. It's not biodegradable. It's not all that stuff. It just doesn't clean jack ass.
Yeah, it just doesn't work.
So when we tried to clean it, like even the dishwashing soap, it doesn't cut through grease.
It's simple green.
It doesn't have the right
cleaner
stuff.
and degreaser. That's the key because the whipped cream. We didn't use whipped cream. We used Ready Whip, whatever.
Ready Whip, yeah,
right. And
so
it's
we got to figure out a
oil-based.
way. It's a cloth soundproof wall. So it's not like it's even. It's not like it's even a wall that you could just wipe clean. It is.
Well, no, we would have done that.
We tried, but it's an actual fabric wall. So we have no idea how in the hell so now it's like, all right, you got to go talk to Phil. He's the head engineer. Find out what you can put on those walls. See if you can work it out. So now, since we got in trouble, we're going to spend the next couple days trying to clean off this wall and see if we can make it happen.
Now, Phil was the head engineer, so he came up with Dawn DeSoap.
Yeah, because it actually works. It will cut through grease. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a.
That's all I use in my home.
See,
Me too.
The blue stuff.
So of course I could look for this, Dawn. We don't have any. So now we got to get on to Bartell, buy all this.
I'm bringing it from home
and see if we can get it. See, I don't have that.
When I remember.
What are you using at home?
I use.
Is it one of these things you're just making fun of?
No, I use Dr. Brahmer's soap.
I guess it works.
It's biodegradable. It's good. It's fine for me.
Listen, if Dawn is good enough to clean off animals
And Mr.
after an oil slick, Dawn's good enough for your home.
It's Mrs. Myers. Is that right? Mr. Myers, Miss Myers.
I think there's
Dr.
a Miss Myers, there's a Dr. Bronner.
There's a bunch of people in there. But yeah, one of those guys. But I don't think it'll cut through the grease.
We can find out.
It's a foo-foo thing. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure.
Yeah, foo-foo doesn't work.
But yeah, we got in trouble as soon as we got in here. Our question, and for good reason, we made it best. What was the moment you said, "Oh, I'm in trouble"? 206-421-ROCK.
Ooh, somebody says, have you tried shampooing it? One of those wand shampooers. No, we haven't. That's why the stains are still on the wall.
Yeah.
We really haven't done anything. We just cleaned the whipped cream off.
Steve thought about bringing in a steam cleaner. We're not sure if that's going to work or not.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I would have more faith in that than any of our other ideas.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
we got to get it done, though. That's on our to-do list.
Is there like a handle steam cleaner?
You can, there's an attachment on there.
All right,
Right.
Hello, Kara. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, guys. How are you?
Hola. How are you, Kara?
I'm good. Just calling from Victoria, BC. Long-time listener, first-time caller. And I'm the one yesterday that loves cheese and mayonnaise sandwiches as my midnight snack with yogurt and syrup on my tongue.
I do remember reading that, yes.
That is a lot.
That is a lot, yes.
I know.
Can you even get in trouble in Canada? Is that possible?
I don't think so, especially on the island. We're pretty secluded.
Okay, I was going to say. I can't imagine what you would do to get in trouble.
Right.
Doesn't seem like you were speeding. You need to slow down. Go on your way.
Right.
However, I still have parents. I can get in trouble from them.
Okay.
So, basically, I have a little sister. She's about 5 years younger than me. And when I was around the age of 7, I thought I was being very sweet and decided to line the dryer with some pillows and blankets. And we didn't have a swing set at the time and what have you, so I just thought I'd place her in there, turn it on, and just open the door really fast, and it would just kind of cradle like a swing, you know. Obviously that wasn't the case, and when I opened the door, she was going halfway around and thumping back down from the top and going halfway around and thumping back down from the top. But I do have to say she was totally fine. Nobody was hurt.
Did your parents find out about this?
Yes, my mother sure did. So
Okay.
I spent a good couple days in my room grounded.
Well, that's not the worst.
But as a kid, it's just the disappointment in your parents. And I try to use that as rare as I can. But on one occasion, I do remember breaking out. I'm not really that mad. I'm just so disappointed. And I mean, it's just.
That's the gut
I almost felt bad because it's like, Jesus, dude, I'm not that disappointed. Like the look on your face, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
But the gut punch, that's it.
It is. God, it works.
I'm not
but you got to use it sparingly.
I can't even believe. Yeah. Wow.
I've only used it once on somebody.
But it works.
Oh, yeah.
You just want to talk like
it sent the message, which was terrible.
Mm-hmm. Which was, I'm just really disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll see you around.
I know.
I mean, so what are you going to say after
I know the
that?
tone is always the same.
Right. It's just like, like as it came out of my mouth, I was like, I mean, trust me, at the time, I meant it.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things like, all right, so that's that now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I meant it when I said it, but the look on her face, like, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're taking this at an 8. I mean it at like about a 4.
I thought you were a different person.
Ooh, I'm broken that one out.
Yeah, I thought you were. I just thought you were of a different cut. You know what I'm saying? Like you're from a different mold.
You know what? I don't like the cut of your jib.
Yeah, exactly.
I take that back.
I didn't know what you had on the inside.
Oh,
well, now I know.
Right.
Now I know.
Turns out it's trash.
I didn't know what you were capable. I didn't know what you were capable of. What was the moment you said, uh-oh, I'm in trouble? 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Willie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola.
So, high school, had just started driving and lived about 30 minutes from Portland. And me and a bunch of friends, like 4 of us, went into Portland, skateboards, and we're in like middle of the daytime going to skateboard. We're going to go shopping. We're going to go to skate shops, and then we ate some LSD.
Okay.
All right.
And we were out all night. Go back to the parking garage about 10 after midnight, 15 after midnight. That parking garage closed at midnight.
So you couldn't get your car.
Right. Did not see the signs, didn't notice that. So I am, we're calling every single phone number. We're going to, I went to AAA because my parents had AAA. At 12 o'clock, there's nobody nowhere.
No.
The phone number for call this phone number if you're after hours, nobody's answering the phone. It's nothing. We walked around and kind of, I guess, came down off of our high, and finally about 2 o'clock in the morning, I had to call my parents to come get all of us and take all of my friends home at 2 o'clock in the morning, wake them up out of bed. Again, they lived 30 minutes. We were 30 minutes away from Portland, so they had to drive 30 minutes over there, 30 minutes back, drop all of my friends off. The car was dead silent the entire time.
Oh, sure was.
Nobody.
Who came?
Nobody spoke.
Who came to get you? Your mom or your dad?
Both of them, and yeah, because my mom didn't like driving at night, and she certainly didn't like driving at night in Portland. So Dad had to get up, and that's when I was a kid, when I was that age, my dad didn't really care what I did as long as he didn't have to deal with it or come pick me up or take me anywhere or do anything like that.
That's generally how it works. Like, look, if you do something so dumb that I have to be involved, then you are certainly in trouble.
That's it. Or if it's dealing with my property.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That's the other thing.
I didn't hear anything about it until the next day. Then I heard about it.
Now, was it mom or dad who approached you first?
It was Dad, because we had to go back and get my car. We had to go back and get the car out of the garage.
Oh, that's 30 minutes. And that's also not going to be cheap because it was in there another 10 hours than it should have been.
Yeah. That's when we had the discussion. And, it's not like, there was no alcohol. There was no alcohol involved. There was nothing like that.
Just LSD.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As far as your parents know, you weren't tripping on acid either.
They don't know that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they only know part of the story.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what?
Yeah.
So.
And I think that's very important.
I do too.
It's like a need-to-know basis. Like, there's always more to the story, but this is not going to benefit me. And
no. It's already bad enough.
Right, exactly. Like, you're already plenty mad. This would actually, you think you couldn't get angrier, but if I filled in a few blanks for you, you'd be angrier.
And that one's not that bad. Obviously, they don't know about the LSD part.
Right.
But, I had a friend, and we did this, like, a year ago. He just parked in a garage in my neighborhood and just didn't see the sign that said it closed at 10. So we walked over there at 11, and we couldn't get in.
Right.
And then we couldn't, the bar was kind of connected to the building. They couldn't let us in. So, literally, we stood in front of that garage and waited for somebody to come in and be like, could you please let us out?
Also, they would just stop when the gate opened, and then you could get the car real quick, get the hell out of there.
Right, because generally when you come out of a garage, it'll open.
Yeah. They'll let you out.
We just needed to get in there to get to the car.
But trust me, that guy was like, are you guys, you're just two random dudes at,
you want to go in there and steal a car.
Right? Just let us in. We promise. But, yes, those things could happen.
Sure.
That's just being... The sign was in a bad spot.
Mm-hmm. But also, he left out the LSD.
Right. Now, granted, we weren't doing LSD, so...
Much different.
I've never seen any skateboarding kids in Portland. That's so weird.
Now,
what was the moment you said, uh-oh, I'm in trouble? 206-421-ROCK.
Did they ever skateboard?
I don't think so.
They carried around and walked their dog.
Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room.
Thank you very much.
Hola.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Doing great, John. How are you?
Sorry. Good. I'm just picking up the pizza, actually.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool, man.
All right.
What'd you get on the pizza?
So, hey, what's that?
What toppings did we go with?
We just went with straight pepperoni.
Yeah.
Oh, classic.
Never go wrong with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I grew up in the 80s, and, Animal House was a pretty big thing back then, right? Toga parties.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a school dance one weekend, a Friday night. Me and my buddies said, well, that's kind of lame. toga party at John's house, you know? My mother was going out to dinner with her boyfriend, and she was usually out till after midnight. We figured we'd get away with it. Well, everybody found out. We had a guy at the door counting, and there was 300 people that showed up in a 3-bedroom house.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And, it was epic party. But she came home early, about 10 o'clock. She rolls up. The cops roll up. It just broke it up. And it's trashed. We spent a couple hours walking the street by my house, picking beer cans up, filled up garbage cans full. I mean, there's people everywhere. People having sex in every room in the house.
And she walks into
That's
this.
the problem. You got to clean all the
Her and the cops
sheets.
came at the same time. They pulled up face to face.
Well, I mean, did you guys, obviously you got out of hand, but I mean, you had to have a plan as far as trying to shut that thing down at some point anyway, right?
This is teenage wisdom we're talking about. We had zero plan.
Right.
We were partying our asses off.
That's 300 people.
Yeah.
We had ours.
What is your mother's reaction? Does the party end immediately?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was over. She made us. She gave us garbage bags and told us to get out there and clean the mess up.
What about the inside of the house?
Oh, it was trashed. It was trashed. A whole bunch of stuff got stolen. It was just trashed. I mean, I spent a long time making up for that one.
What was stolen from your house? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was all like clothes and back then it was cassette tapes. I had like 300 or more of those. They all got stolen.
Oh, that's one per person. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was just ransacked.
It was like Columbia House. Here, take 8.
Did they steal anything that was your mother's, or was it just stuff from you? Oh boy!
No,
okay.
they stole some of her stuff too.
And what is the?
And honestly, it's been so long, I can't remember exactly what they stole of hers, but it was just a mess.
Now you chuckle about this, and I understand. But would your mom chuckle about it if you brought it up now?
We've talked about it. Oh yeah. Once I grew up, I apologized, for that and many other things, and we're all good.
The problem with that,
he took a little longer to get over it.
I bet he did. Yeah. The problem with that is that you don't realize what's gone until you need it. So
of course.
5 months could go by, and he's looking for something, and he realizes it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to set this whole chain of events off again, and set him in motion, because now he realizes that was another thing that was, part of that whole deal. Yeah, that sucks.
And it gets better, though. It gets better, right? So fast forward to 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, I meet my now wife, and we get to talking in our first few dates. I tell her the story about the party because it was, it's worth telling. And she says, "You got to be kidding me. My dad went to school at Central Washington and lived in the Animal House. His roommate wrote the screenplay for the Animal House."
Huh.
Interesting.
Ironic.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
I never actually did a toga party.
No, never.
I mean, there are lots of parties and all that. Ted, have you done a toga party?
Goddamn right. I went to an all-guys school. Like, and once a month we had toga parties.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
What's the point of a bunch of guys getting together in bed sheets hanging out?
It's
Well,
just
it's not
fun.
just guys, but I'm just saying, like, we would plan the parties, and then other schools the girls would show up. But when you just have 900 dudes in a school, like, all right, what should we do this week? Toga party?
Toga.
And then, like,
that's it.
Right. So, and for like basketball games, we'd always have kind of like themes for our student section. So at least a few of the games were going to be toga.
All right.
What actually happened at a traditional toga party?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
to me, Animal House.
It's just kind of like a weird outfit to wear.
So that's it. You just wear the weird outfit. You do whatever. You play cornhole. You play whatever you want.
Yeah, we would do the same exact stuff. You drink jungle juice out of a trash can.
Okay.
Man, oh man.
What else?
Sounds like a party being planned by a raccoon.
Is there any food?
I mean, no, it's a high school party. Nobody, the only, this sounds terrible. The only food I remember is usually somebody in the kitchen. There'd be a couple buckets of chicken.
Right.
And you could, toga. Right? You could, generally, if you could secure a keg, then you had to call Stumpy because he had the tap.
Right. So he's invited to every party.
Oh, Stump was always invited.
Yeah,
he
Stump
made
was no
fake
fool.
IDs and he had a tap.
Oh, he's the guy.
What was the moment you said,
Stumpy.
I am in trouble?
His family called him that.
206-421-ROCK.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Everyone is talking about Top Gun Maverick, and it's now the #1 movie in the world.
Outstanding.
It will leave you cheering.
Yes!
And is the ultimate summer movie experience.
Damn right.
Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick, rated PG-13.